Hello there, this is Chris here with another video on how to use Photoshop to make comics. Today we're going to use Photoshop to edit this panel B1 on page 3 of UD-11. So what the objective for this session is to get a new frame for the panel and to get a new balloon design, a new balloon and a new frame design using other pens with another width and also another design in terms of how the frame, of course, is the same design, straight lines, but the balloon has another shape, so we will look into that. So the first thing we will do is to hide this window for a while. Okay, here was our previous row we were working on. Can shut that down. And what we will do first is to take our folder, which is page 3, panel B1, and go into the adjusting folder. And here we see we have an old balloon mount which is outdated, so I just, well, we can save it here for now just for the naming, so we don't forget. But I'm on my other monitor here, I have 2 templates which I move in, make a copy of them, and I'm renaming them so that they will be page 3B1, both of them. Page 3B1. And now I'm getting rid of the old one. Alright, so what we will be working on in this video only is this document, adjusting the frames, because I usually regard the balloons also as frames. It's a framing thing, so that's what we'll be doing. And the other document here in the adjusting is about the text lines, so the text lines inside the balloon, and that will be our next video. So not in this video, but the next one. Okay, so let's make this a little bigger and to make it fit the screen nicely, something like that. And now we want to scan the frame. So let's use our Canon scan here to get the frame in. Okay, and now let's rotate 90 degrees with Control-Shift period, and let's use Control plus to, or Control Alt plus even, to increase the window size at the same time. Okay, so you can see here, okay, it's Lamy medium, it's a black ink, it's UD-11 page 3, panel B1, and it's Thursday 25th of October 2018, so it's just about a month old at this stage. And I have a red dot here to denote it as the one I selected for scanning. Okay, so now I want to save it. And how should we save it? Well, we should save it in panel B1 scan sheets. And what if I click there, what do I have? I have, okay, so I don't have any frame. Okay, so A frame. So this is my system. A stands for frame, B stands for balloon, C stands for lettering, and D stands for drawing. So in that way I can get the documents always to line up in a standardized order, with the frame to the left and the balloon next, and then there comes the text, and then comes the drawing. So I know where to look. Okay, so now that's saved. And now I quickly do my Shift F2, which produces a certain brightness and contrast, which I find likable. And this way I can I don't have to go through the levels, kind of tedious fixing with the contrast. Alright, so that's done now, and now we repeat the same thing with the balloons to scan them in. So import scan and Control Shift period Control Alt plus plus. And here I forgot to note which pen it is, but it's the right one. I can see that because I only did this once anyway, so. But you can see the date here is a few weeks later, so I didn't do this at the same time as I did the frame. But it is the right one. It's page 3 and it's B1, so everything seems fine. Okay, and I just click on any of these, and then I just change the text here to B for balloons, and then we have that, and then Shift F2 to get the right brightness and contrast. So these are the ones we are going to work with, and now we are immediately just continuing to copy and I'm using down arrow just to avoid getting any A here. And I'm just pasting it here right above, and I'm copying the title, and I only have one A labeled A, and I delete the old one, which is only a template or a marker. So now we have that one. We don't save that. And okay, so it's B we want. Okay, let's copy B. And now I am holding Alt key down while I'm taking another rectangle to perform a minus selection kind of operation. Alright, so now I can copy that to that here also. And we are using balloon B here, right? So it's V key to get the move tool, and then delete button, save. Okay, so now we want a copy of these, so I'm holding Alt key down and I'm dragging up this one to the adjusted frame area, and I'm doing the same thing here with the balloon up to the adjusted balloon area. Right, so and here we are going to we're going to, how should I put this? We're going to modify it simply for now. Mod. Okay, we are removing these, and I'm pressing F9 to lock so I don't do something stupid with these. And let's start. Okay, we can hide these also here. Alright, so let's do Control plus here to get them a little bigger. And now what we want is to use the red rectangle here to check that we have a decent rectangle. But it turns out to be a little big. And it also turns out to be a little not so straight. And it seems to lean towards the left, so the upper part leans to the left. So I think we will now fix that. So we do another . This is not entirely easy. It's not easy because Photoshop doesn't give you the perfect resolution until you commit. So let's commit and see what we have. Alright. So if we now take the left part of the red think we got a reasonable right and left side. But the lower part here isn't very and perhaps it's okay up here as well, but this one isn't very good, so let's fix that. Let's make some adjustment here, copy, paste, whoops. So it's the wrong, I have to have the frame selected, of course. And now I paste it and I press the V key for the move tool, and we go up in scale here so we can see better. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to hide the frame itself, and we want to adjust. You want to adjust it a little. Well, it's not really good enough. Okay, so let's Control Z to undo, and then we try again. Like that, perhaps. Well, I think it's not perfect by any means, but it's doable. Okay, good. And now we reinstate the big frame, and perhaps we should also fix the upper one as well. So let's do that. Frame will that, copy, paste, V for move tool, hide frame A, and we are going to do a little rotate here. Not too much. A little. As you see, and then we're going to place it nicely. Okay, so it was a little. Okay. I think that's okay. Alright, so we show all of the layers, and now we merge all of them together. We select all of them and we do a Control-Alt-E, and we hide the original ones, and we have one here in one layer. And we also note here that I could get away with all these rotations without fixing the sharpness of the line, because we are working here in a quite big what we call magnification, right? So in order to come down to the scale of the mounted panel, we have to downscale this one here. So it's not crucial to do that fine adjustment at all, I think. That's my experience. However, if we were to do the same thing at the mounted scale, so if I were to wait to do this rotation and fixing and stuff, then I may need to do a sharpening of the line. But here in this scale, it's quicker, and you don't have to do it, or I don't have to do it. Maybe you decide to do it, but I don't. Okay, save. So we have a frame that looks decent, and let's hide those guys. And note here also that, okay, we're going to retouch this corner, so I press Z and draw a rectangle, and then I'm P for pencil tool, and then I'm pushing the unfortunately it doesn't work. Why is this now? Okay, we do it manually. 9 points. Oops. We will have a white one, so I press X to get the white, so we can clean this up here. There it comes. Whoops. Okay, so let's make that a little like that. Okay, save. So now I did that retouch there, and only thing left now for the frame itself is the vacuuming. So let's see if we can. So we use the hand tool, and we move it a little so that we can easier see the spots. Here's one spot. So P period for increasing the brush. Click to remove the dust particle, and then back to hand again. We have something here also, so P for pencil, click, H for hand, and we continue moving a little bit. And here's another thing, dust part, hand tool again. And what else do we have? We have something down here, P for pencil tool, clicking, H for hand tool. I don't know, maybe oh, there is something as well. P for pencil tool, and we're clicking, and there's maybe something there. No, that was my screen. Sorry about that. It was my screen. Have to clean my screen as well. And do we have something outside? Any here? Outside to the left. Outside, upper. No, outside to the right. No. Okay, good. So we have we have vacuumed it also. Good. Vacuumed and finished. Alright, so now it's the balloon here we want to do. Let's remove as much white as possible so we don't have to vacuum. And let's reinstall the red guides, and I'm pressing V for the move tool, and I'm doing shift right click and shift up arrow. No, not, yeah, up arrow. Right arrow and up arrow. And we see here that it's a little off perhaps, but not super much. I think we will adjust the problem is that the lower, this one here, is pretty good. Okay. What do we do with that? So here it's not so much, but here is a little. So I think what we're doing is that we're keeping the lower one as it is. And let's look at the left side and the right side as well. So I think this one is alright, and this one is also almost alright. Yeah, I think we just keep it. Let's just keep it there, and we can. Okay, let's do that without any further changes, and we'll simply vacuum it. We're going to vacuum it with a hand tool, and we already see here that there's stuff here. Hand tool, H for hand tool, and we have to take away these guys so we can see outside as well. Okay, so I don't see anything here. Let's go up, Control plus, and here we have something. Down here, P for pencil tool. Okay. H for hand tool. And what I'm doing is that I'm keeping my little finger on the H on the keyboard, the H for the hand tool, and then I'm keeping my index finger on the L key on the keyboard. Oh, sorry, on the P key on the keyboard, so that I can shift quickly between hand tool, pencil tool, hand tool, pencil tool, like that. There's another small one there. Okay, and H for hand tool outside the frame here, or outside the balloon. Let's see if something moves. Bottom and right, and the top side we already did, so I think we're good to go. And we have vacuumed it. Alright, so that's done. So the only thing left now is, well, we should have closed this much sooner, but okay, let's do it now. And the only thing left now is that we go to the finished panel, and we let's see, we should just paste. We should make a new folder called frame, and we should make a new folder called balloon. Okay, and now so let's do the balloon first, since it's, so I just M on the keyboard for the marquee tool. I drag up a rectangle, Control C to copy. I put the selection on the balloon, and then I paste with Control V. And then I name it balloon B, I think, wasn't it? Balloon B, yes. Balloon B from adjusted frames and not down scaled. And I make a copy by keeping Alt down and dragging a duplicate up. And now we're going to downscale it and move. But we're not going to do this in this video, but we are preparing for it for another video, perhaps. Okay, and then the other thing we should do is simply to do the frame as well. So we are having, so we have the selection, copy selection. Oh no, we have to select the right layer. So this is frame A. Okay, maybe we should have merged also, so it's very clear what we have done. Okay, so, and now we have Control C to copy, and we put the selection in the frame folder, and Control V to paste, and then I just copy the text here and say frame A, and then I want to once again duplicate this layer, and I want to prepare for a downscaling and a moving, like that. Good. So now we're done with panel B1 in terms of adjusting the import of the frame and the new frame and the new balloon. Okay, so now we can adjusting frames we want to save. So this was all I had to do for this video, and of course this was a presentation for the promotion of 987 Degrees Centigrade, which is Unlimited Danger Season 1 Episode 1. So this is an exciting science fiction action thriller story, and with high tempo and with the amazing Barry Riley at the height of his career, doing some adventurous and marvelous things. So I hope this was a very interesting video, and if you have any questions or comments, please just post in the comments with whatever concerns you have. So thank you and have a good day.